Hey there, everybody. Welcome back. Well, I'm back by popular demand. I said you guys give me 20 likes, and well, I'll start doing these regularly. So it looks like I'm going to start doing a weekly log and a vlog. And if you guys want me to keep doing it, just keep giving me those thumbs up. And maybe I'll try and do them a little bit more than weekly, but we'll see how it goes. Weekly for now. Pretty busy, so it's a little bit tricky trying to find time to do this all the time. So I'll do my best, and you have to bear with me. Right now it's pretty quiet. My kids are sleeping, so I figure I'd take this opportunity to take the quiet time to actually record something. And yeah, so I did mention in my previous video that that I do art, and well, some of you asked for me to share it. And I'm going to do just that. So, and it's a funny story with the artwork. The place we live in, we've been here for 2 years, and my fiance has been nagging me to, nicely, to start hanging my artwork. And I hadn't. And, well, this kind of pushed me to kind of do it because, well, gives me something to show you guys, but also clear something off of my plate that I should have probably cleared off about 18 months ago. Oh well, is what it is. And anyway, I hope you all enjoy. And yeah, so let's get to looking at some art. Alrighty, so we'll start with this one first. It's a bit beat up. It's been around for a while, and it's never been framed or put behind glass or anything. So it kind of it's weathered and had sun on it, and it's kind of bleached the paper out. But I kind of like that. It was one of those ones where when I got to the point of coloring it in, and I was thinking about putting more design in, I opted not to. And well, this design here, I really like this design. And it when I finally get married, this will end up being I think it's going to end up being my ring finger. I'm not 100% sold on that yet, but it's two skulls basically combined to make a heart, which I think is kind of cool. We'll see what happens though. I don't know, maybe I changed my mind. Alright, now this one here, I did this in I think 2005, and it was one of those ones where there was a spurt. I go through spurts when it comes to doing artwork, and this was one of the later ones I did. But in 2005, I went through a huge blast of doing artwork, and this is one of the smaller ones that I did. Just an interesting design. I like doing lots of graphic design stuff. This one here. And the previous one, most of the ones I'm going to show you are done in pen and ink. A lot of my oil stuff I don't have anymore. But a lot of my pen and ink I don't have anymore. I've given tons of it away over the years. So, but anyhow, there's that. And then there's this one here. This was a crazy one that I did. It was actually a commission. Friends of mine, a couple were, they wanted to get a piece of my artwork. And they offered to do a commission for it, and I said, hey, why not? Sure. But I did it on the condition that I would get a copy. So this is actually a copy, and sadly enough, I think the original has been destroyed. I'm not sure, but it went missing when they split up. She went looking for it, and it was gone. And yeah, so either he still got it or it's been destroyed. So I don't know. But this was when I was in the kick of doing designs, and this is I started melding tribal and Celtic together, and all these lines were painstakingly, I had to go over it and over it just to make sure everything interlaced, and yeah, it was quite the feat. I had a lot of fun doing that one. Many hours spent on that. I can't even remember. Something like 80 hours or something stupid. I don't even remember. It was a long time ago. This was done in, I believe, was 2005. Alright, and this is part of that same series where I was doing tribal and interlacing lines and whatnot. And this is, again, all done pen and ink. I use a brush with in ink wells. I had like at the time, I think I had like 30 different vials of different colored inks. And I'd just keep going in and just, yeah, I'd draw it out. I'd use protractors and rulers and shit to get my lines to where I wanted them, and then I'd go back in and freehand all the black lines and start painting it all in. And yeah, it was painstaking. This one here, actually, I don't know when I zoom in if it gives any depth of detail, but it might be a bit grainy. But all of this in here, these are all little tiny circles, tiny little circles. Took hours to draw all those little circles, but anyhow, then we'll move on to this one here. And this is yeah, just a weird tribal-esque design that I did. It was one of the first ones I did before I started getting into adding more of the Celtic to it. This is all hearts, this black tribal heart in here with more hearts in the sides of the flower. It's more like a flower with a butterfly sitting in it. That's how I always kind of thought of it. And then there's this crazy ass design that I did. It's another Celtic wheel flower thing that I did. I don't even have names for them. They're just, they are just what they are. You know, it took a long time to get all these lines overlapping and interlacing. Painstaking. And even then, I still ended up with a little bit of imperfection here. Couldn't quite get it to line up. But then I thought, you know what? Little imperfection in the middle is perfect. Why not? Little imperfections all over the place. Even some of the colors have started to fade over the years. They're just kind of washing out. I don't know why. I might have to go back over those. That's kind of weird that it's done that. Huh. I may have to redo that a little bit. Yeah, it looks like there's a retouch going on. Oh shit. And then down here, this is my Dragonfly that I did. And again, this was done, actually this one was done in watercolor, pencil crayons, and yeah, pencil. Anyhow, there's that one. And then there's a series of 3 that I've done. Excuse the reflection, but these are behind glass. I really like these ones, so I bought frames for them. And that's my my demon, all done in pen and ink. And then this is my witch with her gins. Again, behind glass, so you're going to get a bit of a reflection. And don't ask me when I did these. I can't remember. And then there's this one, my demon princess. And she's got her latest victim strung up on the back walls in her little dungeon there. And this is all pointillism here. This one I went and I did lots of pointillism on all the detail is basically all pointillism all the way around. It was a very fun design to do. I had a lot of fun with that one. Here's another one that kind of belongs with the tribal-esque stuff that I was doing. This is another tribal Celtic thing that I was working on. It's kind of bad lighting, but I apologize for that. But yeah, that one was fun. 7 hearts inside of a 7-sided star. This one here I did in grade 11. I gave it to my mom before I passed away. This was one of my first oil paintings. Did one in grade 10 too, but I don't know what the hell happened to it. It went somewhere. I don't think I was very happy with it. Actually, I wasn't very happy with it, and I didn't care what happened to it. I gave it away. But this one here, I gave it to my mom, and she was really appreciative of it, because most of the stuff I draw is fairly usually dark. They like the pointillism one, and with the demon princess and the demons and stuff. She always kind of got eerie out by it, but this one she really liked, so I gave it to her. And then she passed away, and well, I got it back. That one there is one that I did for extra credit in grade 12. It was we had to do self-portraits, so I did 2 of them, and both in silhouettes. One in this teal green and one in a cobalt blue. The other one's a little bit different, and I think my dad still has it somewhere. I should probably ask if he's got it put in a closet. I should probably get it back. If he doesn't want it, I'll hang it. And anyhow, yeah, that was done like, 24 years ago, something like that. I graduated in 92, so yeah, long time ago. That's done in oil. This one here is, it was a gift to somebody that they didn't want it after a time, and they gave it back to me. So, yeah, I love it. It's a 4 foot by 4 foot canvas. I painted it in one night. My boys, actually, I was out on my patio, and it was like 1 o'clock in the morning in the middle of summer. My kids came out and told me, because I had my headphones on and I was singing, and I guess I was singing pretty loud, so they told me I should probably cut it down before the landlords got choked. And well, yeah, I continued painting straight on through the night, and it started out as a totally different. It was a pencil drawing on the canvas first, just to get my rough idea, and then I went to town, and this is what ended up happening. I ended up doing a giant flower, and I was quite happy with it. This one here I did in 2002. It's right above my aquarium, so you'll have to forgive the weird lighting, but yeah, this is my monks in the mist. There's, in the background, I did 5 shadowy monks coming out of the mist from their rocky crag where they're hiding. So this one here you may all recognize from my intro. I did this in 1994. Just a couple years after I graduated. I was partying it up with a buddy of mine. We were roommates. I did this in the kitchen one night, and I started one night, and then painted for like an hour, and then just gave up. I didn't really like the design that I came up with, so I flipped the canvas around, turned it upside down, and started over. And I'd smeared the paint, and then I went to town, and in one night, about 4 hours, this is what I came up with. It was, it's been with me ever since. I will never get rid of it. It's my favorite piece to date. Even with all the other ones I've done, I've always loved this one. It has a special place for me. Alrighty, folks, and this is my aquarium. Figure I'd share this with you as well. It's a little bit dirty right now. I haven't had a chance to do a lot of cleaning. I need to do another cleaning the next day or two here, but I used to have a turtle in here. He was with us for 28 years before he finally passed away. Started out as my brother's, ended up as my mother's, and then I took him on for about 22 years. He was with me. Had a lot of fun in this aquarium. Many fish died from my turtle in this aquarium. Now I just run fish. I've got some South African cichlids in there, and I've got some Pictus catfish. Got 3 Plecostomus in there as well. Ironically enough, my cichlids have started to change color. I think some of them have gone through a sex change. But anyhow, I got my big old goldfish and my lazy Oscar. He's normally quite active, but right now I think he's being camera shy. He's just laying there, kind of just looking at me all stupid like. I don't know, he's kind of lethargic right now. It's kind of making me wonder what's going on with him. Oh well. Normally he's a heck of a lot more active. But whatever. Might have thrown him off by giving him a bit of food too, because I wanted the fish to actually come out. Otherwise they just hide. Like that big one down there. She's probably, I think she's got eggs. I think she's hiding. These fish have bred like crazy in my tank. Many times. I think that's why my turtle was so happy. He always had fresh fish to eat. Ah, shit. Well, there you go. Alrighty, folks. I've given you a little tour of my artwork. Showed you my fish tank too, just for shits and giggles. I thank you all for watching, and if you like this stuff, hey, give me a thumbs up again. I love seeing them. And ask me questions. Want to know more stuff about me, just ask away. I have no qualms about talking about stuff, and if I don't want to talk about it, I just won't. So again, this is kind of odd for me, and but I do like talking, and I don't mind sharing. So I think I'll continue doing it, and you guys gave me the like, so I'm gonna try and do this every week. So thank you for watching. If you're new to the channel and you like what you see, hit the subscribe button. Leave me comments in the section below. You folks know I love chatting with y'all. Thank you for watching. Have a good night, everybody. Peace out.